Bombshells. It's Naila here with Bombshells with Naila, and today's tutorial is going to be on the Agave Healing Oil Smoothing Treatment. So what it's supposed to do, it's supposed to act like a keratin or a Brazilian blowout, where you put this in, you do a bunch of steps, you wash it out, and then it's supposed to leave your hair nice and shiny and get rid of all the frizz, get rid of all the curl, well, a lot of the curl. So I did this treatment on myself. I'm going to show you the how-to. It's a very long, drawn-out video. It's going to be about 50 minutes, you guys, but you know what? I show you every step that you need to take to achieve the look if that's what you want to do. And at the end, I'm going to come back and I'm going to review, give you my opinion on it, and let you know whether I think it's just as good as a keratin treatment, as I've done hundreds of them. Not hundreds, but not a lot. Seems like hundreds, but I've been doing them for the last 5 years to my hair. So we will be back in just 2 shakes, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. And if you do, please like and subscribe to Bombshells with Naila. See you guys in a second. Okay, hi Bombshells. So I'm back, and I just washed my hair because I'm about to do a how-to as well as a review on the Agave smoothing treatment system. Now, I bought this off of Amazon. I'll put the link below, but it's called the Agave Healing Oil, and it's supposed to be do the same kind of work that a keratin treatment or a Brazilian blowout treatment has done. So if you've ever had either one of those, then you might want to try this. Like I said, this is my first time. It doesn't have formaldehyde in it, so that makes me happy. And it actually comes with, let's see, 3 ounces of smoothing treatment, which is pretty good because I think I paid about $35 US for this whole package. And when I get my keratin, I get 4 ounces. Depending on the brand, it can range anywhere from $50 to $70. So there's 3 ounces, and 4 ounces, mind you, of the keratin treatment lasts me about four different treatments. So it's not bad. So you don't need much. So you get this, and then you also get your shampoo and conditioner by Agave Healing Oil as well. Excuse me. Sorry. So here's the shampoo, and you get 2 fluid ounces. Okay, so just tiny ones, but you know, it's enough. Now, mind you, these are sulfate-free, and that's what you want to use, a sulfate-free shampoo. It helps the treatment last longer, and when you wash your hair afterwards, or for like several, in between each treatment, you should always only use sulfate-free shampoo, because if there's sulfates in your shampoo, then it will strip the treatment out of your hair, and you'll have to do it sooner. They say to avoid, you know, pools and you know, things like that, salt water. But you know what? I've done these treatments, and I've gone swimming in the ocean, I've gone swimming in the pool, and if I feel like I need a new treatment, I just do it again. But that's me. So anyway, I did not use the shampoo and the conditioner that they provided for me, because I've done many keratin treatments before, and I like to stick with the shampoo that I usually use and conditioner. And oh, and one more thing, you're not supposed to condition your hair before the treatment. So you just shampoo, and that is it. Don't put any gels, don't put any serums, don't put any conditioners, nothing but shampoo, wash it, and get out of the shower. So I usually use Enjoy shampoo. It's sulfate-free and conditioner, but I don't know, I think it's going, they don't have it in Canada, so I usually get it in the States, and I'm not there right now, so I had to go for something else. So I went for the Vibrant Sexy Hair shampoo, and this stuff smells so good, and it actually feels a lot like my Enjoy. After I shampooed my hair, I could just, you can always tell, with me I can tell whether or not it's a good shampoo or not right after I wash my hair. I don't know about you guys, but with me I can tell. So it smells great. It's not too expensive. It's about, I don't know, 18 bucks for each bottle, which is expensive, but you know, it's reasonable compared to a lot of other shampoos, salon quality shampoos and conditioners. So we're going to get started, and I'm just going to let you know that I did wash my hair with only the sulfate-free shampoo. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of take my towel out here and show you. Of course, there's no conditioner in my hair, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult to, maybe brush, but I don't know, because the shampoo actually did a pretty good job of making my hair feel pretty soft, and like I don't even need conditioner. So let's just see. I'm going to just brush it out with my son's rainbow brush that he insisted on having, because I can't find mine, and that's okay. I wanted to get this video done for you guys. So, okay, another thing I want to tell you guys is do not color your hair before this treatment, okay? If you're going to color your hair or highlight it, do it about a week after you've done this treatment, or do it a week before. So give yourself a week, whether it's before or after, if you're going to color your hair. Now, my hair needs color desperately, but I'm willing to let my roots grow out and get a little dull, because I really need a hair treatment. My hair is not feeling like I want it to feel, and so I'm just going to do it now. So the next thing you're going to do is you are going to blow dry your hair until it's 90% dry. If you want to air dry it, I'm sure it's fine. But I am going to take the hair dryer and blow dry my hair till it's about 90%. I'm not going to do anything fancy. It's probably going to look like crap when I'm done here, because I'm not going to round brush it. I'm just going to get it a little bit drier. So just hang on for a second, and I'm going to fast forward through this, and we're going to just dry my hair. Okay? Oh. I don't want my hair to be too dry. Like I said, this is different than keratin treatment. However, I'm going to treat it the same way. When I do my keratin treatments, I don't even dry my hair. I just put it straight on my wet hair and kind of let it saturate into my hair. And so now what you're going to do is you're going to take your Agave Healing Oil Smoothing Treatment, and I've got my bowl. And again, you need a brush. Again, you can get these things at Sally's Beauty Supply, super cheap. I'm sure any beauty supply store around your neighborhood would have these for super cheap. And oops. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, so keratin does not smell good. So one for Agave Healing Oil Smoothing Treatment. Okay. Yeah, it does smell good. So I'm going to pour about, I'd say about an ounce out of this 3-ounce bottle. So just about a third of this bottle into my mixing bowl here. You kind of got to eyeball it, and you know, I'm not very good at measure it. But see, I just put about this much in the bowl, because if I need more, I'll get more. You do not want to oversaturate your hair with this stuff, because it'll be a longer drying time, and it's not going to make that much of a difference if you put too much into your hair. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to section my hair. Okay, now again, I am so used to doing these treatments that really now we are going to take, oh, by the way, I put on an old shirt. I don't know if you can see it, but I put it on an old shirt because I don't know what I'm dealing with here. And another thing is, I forgot, is you got to put your rubber gloves on. Always wear rubber gloves when you're doing hair treatments, because you don't know how it's going to react with your skin. And so, there we go. 2 rubber gloves. You can buy these anywhere, Costco, whatever, Walmart, I'm sure. Okay, so I've got my brush. So I'm going to start by just taking this one section. Now, what they said to do in the instructions, and which I don't do with keratin treatment, is do not get your roots with it. So you want to stay about 1/4 of an inch or a centimeter, if you're on the metric system, or so whatever country you're in, and you're going to put a little bit on your brush as so, just like this, and then you're just going to again just paint your hair with it, okay? And you can also run your fingers through it. Like you can see right now, like it's kind of frizzy right there. We're hoping that that frizz will be at least 90% gone when this treatment is done. So I'm just going to pull it through so that all the strands, now see, I'm going to turn around so I can show you, because I can't even see myself, but I'm staying away from my root, okay? And I can't even tell how far away I am, but I'll be able to tell on the ones up front. And then I'm going to pull my hair back like this, and I'm going to just do it all, paint it all like that. Okay, so now I think I have enough in my hair that I'm just going to pull it all through. Okay, because this is not like hair color where you have to make sure that you get a lot of color, because this is, see, I'm just going to take some of my fingers and see where it's dry. And again, you don't want to oversaturate your hair with it because you don't need to, okay? And you don't need to get really close to the root. You just need to get this piece saturated with. Would do anything major, but just to make sure, because this is a tutorial, I'm going to do what they tell me. So I'm going to take this piece and clip it. Okay, and guys, this is going to be a long tutorial, because if you've ever gotten a keratin treatment at the salon, which I have, it takes like 2.5 hours. I've actually done them on people, and it takes a long time. When you do it yourself and you don't really care how neat and tidy and proper it is, and it takes less time. But because, again, I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to do a good job, proper job, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it, okay? Okay guys, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take all these clips out, okay? And we're just going to let it flow. so I can kind of show you. Now, because we had our hair all sectioned, and I look like I have dreadlocks, but because we had our hair all sectioned, I wasn't able to kind of get the top. So what I'm going to do is take my brush and just nicely get the top without getting the root. Staying, oops, about a quarter, oh, it's got all over my face, inch away, a centimeter away. And I'm also going to do the back. And I have noticed, guys, that I have used a lot more than an ounce. Good thing there's 3 ounces in this bottle. But like I said, this should last about 3 to 4 months. They say it lasts about that when I do keratin treatments. And you know what? Those things last me way longer than that. They do start to get a little frizzy sometimes. But, you know, I used to live in Hawaii, and I'll tell you what, I wish that they had these treatments back then, back in like 2005, 2006, 2007. I hadn't heard of any of these treatments until just recently, about a year, or but no, maybe about 5 years ago. And, but with the humidity there every day, I hated my hair on a daily basis. I have naturally curly hair, and it was humid, and I'd be in the ocean all the time, and I'd be surfing, and then I'd have to come out with just, you know, sometimes my hair was okay because it was the salt water, and it kind of made the curl look like beachy. But for the most part, like going out at night, that kind of thing, pre-child, I didn't like it. I wish I would have had keratin treatments, Brazilian blowouts, agave smoothing treatments back then, because especially with the humidity and frizz, it is a like savior for that. So just so you guys know. Okay, so here we go, and I'm going to take my comb and I'm going to comb through it so that it gets through my whole head. Now the thing about combing right now is that because I have no conditioner in my hair. Actually, wow, it's going through pretty nicely. Let's see, and there's not much coming off on the comb, so it's good. So I'm just going to keep doing that, comb through it, and I'll be right back, okay? Here. So after this, guys, what you're going to do is got hair everywhere. You're gonna let this treatment sit in your hair for 20 minutes. Okay, so let it soak up. Go have a cup of coffee. Go watch a show. Go watch YouTube. Go watch my videos on YouTube. And then we'll come back. Well, actually, I'll be back in 20 minutes. You're going to be back in like 10 seconds. So I'm going to go have a cup of coffee or do something, glass of water, I don't know, go play with my son. And then in 20 minutes after I let this soak in, I'm going to come back and I'm going to tell you what you guys have to do next. So don't forget, guys, that if you like what you're seeing and you enjoy this tutorial, don't forget to like and subscribe to Bombshells with Naila. I could use all the support I could get. And thanks, you guys, and I'll be back in 20 minutes. Okay, hi guys. So I'm back. It's been about 20 minutes since I've had this in, and it feels kind of hard-ish. But that's okay because it's a treatment, so I'm just going to let it be. And so now the next step that you do is you blow dry your hair. Now if you have frizzy or naturally curly hair, use a round brush like the one that I have used before. And if not, you can use a paddle brush. What you want to do is you just want to blow dry that stuff right into your hair. So it penetrates your hair. And then after, so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to blow dry my hair just like I would if I was doing a blowout, because I want this to be perfect, okay? So remember, I'm going to take my hair and I'm going to section it, okay? I'm just going to leave down, and I should have my gloves on. Hold on. And I'm going to take the top of my hair and I'm going to pin it up just like I do when I'm doing a blowout. And it's okay. I can just kind of melt that all together. Put it in a little clip up top. Okay, there we go. So guys, I'm going to start at the bottom. Okay, I'm going to take section at a time. So, you know, my sections are usually pretty big because I like to get things done quick. So, plus, you know, I'm used to this whole blow dry thing, so I can get it done and I can do it quickly. So I'm going to start here and I'm just going to blow dry it with my round brush, and you guys will see it, but I'm going to fast forward through this section so we don't have this long drawn out video again. But I figure, you know, how-to videos, you kind of got to show how to. So we're going to put my blow dryer on and I'll see you guys in a second. Guys, I forgot to tell you, when you're blow drying your hair, do not put the nozzle on your hair like you do when you're doing it without a treatment or any sort of, you know, stuff on your hair for a treatment. When you're blow drying your hair, you keep the nozzle away from your hair, okay? So I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew that, and we'll be right back. Guys, I'm going to stop right there for a minute. I want to let you know something. When you are blow drying your hair with this treatment in it, it's a lot harder. So it's a lot harder to pull that brush through. So don't give up. Just keep doing it and use a little bit more muscle, okay? Okay, just a quick stop again. So you guys see how I pulled my hair out this way instead of doing this? You can do that, okay? It doesn't matter because we're gonna, there's another step after this. So basically what you wanna do is you don't wanna just let it air dry. You don't wanna just do it like this. You want it to have a little bit of structure in there, and that's why you're using a brush. But you can also use a paddle brush, and I was actually looking for my paddle brush that oh, it's right in front of me. So, you know, in sections where you don't think you need a lot of force or pressure, use your paddle brush and check it out. So just to show you, it's a little bit easier when you're using the paddle brush after you've got this stuff about 40 or 70% dry. Then you can use a paddle brush. Sorry, I thought I had some in my eye. So I'm going to keep drying and we'll be right back. I'm going to stop again and just let you know that the reason that I'm able to use a paddle brush is because I've had several treatments done where I barely have any curl in my hair anymore. And if it's your first time doing any kind of smoothing treatment in your hair, then I would use a round brush, because what you want to do is you want to get that hair smoothed out before you do the final step, okay? And the final step is actually flat ironing, but you still want to get your hair as straight and smooth as possible. I can already tell that I've put quite a bit of treatment in here, but that's okay. I don't mind it feeling like this for a couple of days, but we'll get to that at the end, because you don't even need to keep it in for a couple of days, but I'll be right back. Okay guys, so, oops. So I just finished the back, and I'm hoping that I got it all, because, you know, there are pieces at the top that could be still a little wet, but it seems okay. I'm going to take the top out, and I'm going to do one section at a time. So again, I'm just going to do it like I do, how I blow dry my hair when I want to do it fancy. And I'm going to take it one section at a time. I'm going to just kind of brush it out a little bit, because it is a little tough. And here we go. my SD card, I don't know what happened. So I'm not sure how much I did not say, but I talked about the instruction booklet and the heats that you're supposed to use. So anywhere from 360 to 400, unless you have virgin hair, and it's coarse, then you can put your flat iron up to 450 degrees. And so in case you missed it, it's a Tourmaline Nano Ceramic Andes flat iron. I think I bought it from Sally's actually a couple years ago, and when I was living in a different state, and it was on sale. It was like, I don't know, 35 bucks. So I got a really good deal on this because you need a hot one. So what you're going to do, I just sectioned my hair. So I'm going to do it in a section at a time, and I'm going to just take a piece from that section, okay, and I'm going to show you how to flat iron it. So you're going to take your flat iron, and you're going to go almost to the root, and you're just going to pat it down a few times, like one, and then just slowly, if you can see what I'm doing, I'm just taking it and doing a short little run through the root, okay? Then I'm gonna pull it through. Now let me tell you something. Your hair will get hot. Okay, so what I usually do is I follow it with a brush or a comb. So then I don't have to touch it. So see? And I'm gonna pass through my hair at least 5 or 6 times. Okay? And you can hear it. And you really want to make sure you get close to your root when you're doing this, okay? Even though there's none on your root, you're close to your root. And see, I'm just going to pull it through. And there you go. So that's your first piece. And I'll brush it through, and it feels nice and soft. And it's even shiny. Okay? And that has penetrated all of the treatment into your hair, okay? And so now I'm going to take that other piece that I left, sorry, and I'm going to do the same thing, okay? So I'm going to comb it or brush it, whatever you have on hand. I'm going to go all the way to the top. I'm going to smooth it out up from the top, just little tiny strokes, and then, oops, all the way down. And I'm doing it sideways so that you can see, but here, I'm going to turn around. And then I'm just going to do it like you would. It's hard for me to see right now, so I'm just going to actually do it like this. But you know how to flat iron your hair, and you're not doing it for style. You're doing it just so you can get this treatment deep into your hair shaft. Okay, and there is another piece. And it does, oops, I'm going to separate this, sorry, and clip it so I can just comb it for you and show you what you're dealing with here. So look at that. It's so smooth and shiny, and it feels bad because there's all that treatment in it, and like I said, I may have put a little too much in. However, it looks like it's going to do a good job as far as what these treatments are supposed to do. So I'm feeling pretty confident. Now, as far as comparing the two treatments, I can't quite do that yet, but what I can tell you is that the process is, look at this, I don't know if you guys can see all the stuff steaming off of there, but the process is the same amount of time. It takes the same amount of effort, it takes the same amount of muscle power, it takes the same amount of patience as a keratin treatment. So in that respect, it's there's no difference. It's a time-consuming thing, but once you're done, you're done. You don't have to touch your hair for 3 or 4 months, or even more possibly. You're going on that special trip to Hawaii or to Mexico or somewhere in the Caribbean or anywhere, or the Bahamas or anywhere where it's humid and hot, and you don't like having frizz. You're going to want to do one of these treatments, because I'm telling you, it makes the biggest difference in the world. I remember being in Mexico, and I went swimming, and my buddy said to me, I got out of the water and I just let my hair dry, and she's like, oh my God, look what your hair looks like right out of the ocean. And I was like, yeah, keratin treatments. So that's keratin treatments, but we're talking about the agave treatment, so let's just see how that plays out. But anyway, there's the one piece. So I'm going to go around and I'm going to flat iron my whole head of hair. And I'm going to take that flat iron and I'm going to pass through my hair at least 5 or 6 times, maybe even more, depending on what you want. If it's hot on your hand, wear a glove or take your brush or comb and follow with it. That way you don't have to touch your hair, okay? And show you that's the first side. Okay, so it's super flat And I hate my hair this straight. So for me, it's a nightmare how it's gonna look on this side. Anyway, that I just smooth it out. Like, again, I'm gonna tell you guys, okay? Don't be discouraged when you feel a thick film on your hair. I'm sure my red's rubbing off, but I can't tell. Because that's what these treatments are going to feel like. When you get them done in the salon, they don't feel as bad because they use less treatment. But I've had to go back to the salon to tell them to put more treatment in my hair when I did keratin treatments, because I didn't feel like they put enough in. And that is why I think I put more than enough in, because I know I'm washing it out anyway. And I just make sure that I pull this flat iron through my hair as much as I can in order to get all that treatment saturated into my hair. Okay, so let's just part that down the middle. Another thing is, you want to keep your part wherever you would when you have your hair styled. So the thing about these treatments is you don't want to put any creases in your hair. You don't want them to get kinks anywhere, which is why you're not supposed to put them in barrettes or bobby pins or a ponytail or a bun or anything. So you've got to keep your hair straight for however long you're going to keep this treatment in your hair. Now, I actually don't think that it's bad to keep it in your hair for longer than 20 minutes. So if you plan on washing it out right away so that you can style your hair however you style it, then that's fine. But if you're going to keep it in your hair for a day, do not pin it up. Do not put a pony. Do not crease it. And if you wake up in the morning and you like maybe you have a little frizz in your hair, or you put a kink in your hair, or something happened during the night, just wake up, take your flat iron and flat iron that part, and then that should be fine. So this is the final project, and I'm gonna take my flat iron now and I'm gonna go through it just like I would if I was flat ironing my hair, which I, by the way, never ever ever do. And I'm also going to let you guys know in the description box below the ingredients to this, because there was something that kind of made my eyes water, and I can't see a damn thing right now with these lights on my face. So I'm going to just read the bottle and write the ingredients in the link below. I'm also going to tell you where you can get it, Amazon.com or Amazon.ca. It comes again with the treatment, the conditioner, and the shampoo, all in a little cute little box like this. And it's around $35, so that's a really good, really good price. Okay, so let's see how it fares. And on Friday, I'm going to do a continuation of this, and then just tell you guys what I thought of it. I'll style my hair. I'll tell you if it took a longer or shorter time. If all the frizz was gone, I didn't really have much to begin with, but like I said, I still like to do these treatments every 3 or 4 months because they are, as much as it seems like these are not healthy for your hair, they are. I know you blow dry, you flat iron, you know, you put heat on it, but it's okay because once you do that, you can leave your hair wet and walk out the door and be okay with it. You know, you can let your hair air dry and then style it with a curling iron. Now, women and ladies and anyone out there that has, or men even that have naturally curly, frizzy hair, you're gonna love this stuff if you're sick of trying to style your hair every day, or if you're one of those people like I was that always continuously straightened my hair, because that's just no fun. I was never happy with my curly hair, so I got rid of it. Big deal. We only live once. So you guys, if you liked my video that was long, again and again exhausting, please like and subscribe to Bombshells with Naila. I hope you liked what you saw. I hope that it was helpful to you. And if you have any questions, I can try to answer them as best as I can. So let me know in the comments below. And you guys, peace out and have a great day. Okay, my lovelies. So I'm back. And you actually saw the finished product at the beginning of the video, but here I am again to show you the front, the back, what I thought about it, and whether or not I recommend that you do this in place of a keratin treatment. Now, like I said, a lot of the keratin treatments have formaldehyde, and we'll get to that in a second. So I just want to show you the results. So I did not air dry my hair. Reason being is because I need to go somewhere. But and when I do go out, which is rarely ever, even just to the store, I look like a mess. So I thought I'd blow dry my hair just so that you guys could see what it looks like after the full blow dry. And I did use a round brush, okay? And the big one that I use, I wish I had it down here and I don't, but I'll put it in the link. And it took roughly the same amount of time to blow dry as it would otherwise, depending on whether I do my quick blow dry or the fancy one where I'm doing it section by section. It's about the same amount of time. So anyway, this is the result, and it's pretty straight and it's pretty flat. And I'll just turn around, show you guys the back. Okay, so that's the back. And this is just with a little bit of serum in my hair and then blow drying it. So, my opinion on the Agave smoothing treatment. Okay, I have to put a disclosure in here. Okay, first of all, I'm not a professional or licensed stylist, and we already know that. Okay, but also, the package here told me to use their shampoo and conditioner. It's sulfate-free, it's paraben-free, and it comes with the smoothing treatment. However, I used my own shampoo and conditioner, which is also sulfate-free and paraben-free. However, the reason that I did that was because if you don't want to buy all the stuff that they say that you need to buy with the treatment, and you don't have a bunch of extra money. Now, this stuff actually came with the little package, which is a good thing, but I still never used it. So, you know, you never know. You run out of these, and then you got to go buy their shampoo and conditioner, and what we're trying to do here is save you Bombshells some money, okay? So, I did use my own shampoo and conditioner. Again, it's the smoothing treatment. It's got 2 applications. It's 100% safer, they say, because there's no formaldehyde. Now, as you can see, my hair does look pretty straight and soft. The true test is I am going to work out, and then I'm going to see what the humidity from the sweat. I know that sounds gross, but I work out pretty hard. So when I go, I should be having some wet hair going on, and I'm going to see how the treatment holds up after a workout. If I have no frizz, if it remains straight, you know, if it didn't get funky, then I'll give it a good check mark. Okay, but right now what I'm going to tell you guys from my experience with the whole blow dry, I had to shampoo my hair twice. Maybe I used too much. Again, okay, not a licensed stylist, so Maybe I used too much, so I had to shampoo twice and condition twice, because I shampooed, conditioned, then I dried my hair a little bit and it felt like there was still residue in it, so I washed it again, and then it felt a lot better. I also did not use the agave oil that I purchased another time, because I put that in my hair, and when I blow dried it, it didn't feel good. So I went back, I washed my hair, and I put my own serum in it, and then it was much softer. It feels better. However, I do believe that formaldehyde is a pretty important ingredient, because I don't feel like it did to my ends what a keratin treatment would do. The keratin treatment really makes my hair feel healthy, and it feels good, but it doesn't feel as good. And I hate to give bad reviews, but again, I have pretty difficult hair, or I used to before I started doing keratin treatments and using Olaplex and doing all the things that I need to do to make my hair healthy. So I would recommend it. I mean, it's not a bad product at all, and especially if you're one of those people that absolutely refuses to put formaldehyde anywhere near your home or your face or your hair, which I can totally understand. It's only for a couple days that I leave it in my hair, and then I don't have to do it for months after. And so for me, it's not that big of a deal. I just keep my house very ventilated, and I try to stay a distance away so that my sun's not all up in my hair and stuff. And it works for me. But it is a good product, and like I said, it does hold up, and we're going to see if it holds up after I do my workout. But it was a step-by-step for you guys to see how to do the agave healing oil treatment. And another thing is it smells good. And so if you like it, by all means, I'll put the link below. You can get it. You can wait until, you can just wait a few days, and then I'll do another update on how it held up as the weeks went on, or as another week I'll put another video up about how it's holding up, and how I feel it is with humidity and rain, and if it rains here. So anyway, you guys, like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video. And it was very drawn out, just so that I could show you each individual step. And if you liked it, give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe to Bombshells with Naila. You guys are awesome. Thanks for watching. Peace out.